Yalimadat everyone. My name is Salima Virani and I'm a professional henna artist with over 15 years of experience. Over the years, I've had the pleasure of adorning lots of brides with henna. And today, I'm truly happy to be sharing my knowledge with you all. So let's begin. I have model with me, a hand model, and very kindly she's offered to come and help me. My name is Salima. Hi, Yalimadat everyone. Okay, so let's get started. I hope you have your Mehndi cones ready. So first of all, I'm going to show you how to hold Mehndi cone. Okay, so this is, you hold it like a pen, but just raise your thumb a little bit higher so then you can squeeze Mehndi out. Okay, so I'm going to show you on the paper. So hold the Mehndi cone like a pen, raise thumb a little bit, and then we can draw a line. Okay, so let's get started. So the first step I'm going to do is, you know where the wrist bone is, I'm going to draw a very faint line there. And I'm going to take 2-finger space and I'm going to draw another faint line. So I have 2 lines here, you know, for the bracelet. Okay, can everyone see? Okay. Now I'm going to draw 4 lines from this end to other. So this is my first line. And I'm going to draw 4 lines, okay? 1, 2. So make sure your lines are all like same length and equal distance from each other, okay? So my third line and my fourth line. Okay, now what we are going to do is fill in the middle 2 line with henna. So I'm going to squeeze lot of henna and I'm going to fill my middle line. Okay, so this is how it's going to look. Now we are going to draw some humps. So wait, I'll show you. So this is, so now we have 4 line. This is 3 and 4. So what we are going to do is draw very thin humps like this. Okay, make sure they are all same size and draw very slowly all over the line. Okay, okay, so this is how you're going to draw humps on both sides of the line. Okay, Okay, if you're struggling to draw a straight line, you can also use like a sellotape, okay? And you can use it and then you can draw a straight line. So if you're struggling to draw a straight line, just use a sellotape and then you can, once you got the line, then you can take off your sellotape. Okay, so this is how it should look like. Okay. Next, I'm going to draw few small circle like a size of a 5p coin. Okay, not too close to this line, but little bit further. So I'm going to draw 4 faint circle. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, you have to make sure the circle are not in the same line. They should be slightly higher and slightly lower. Okay, so I'm going to draw 4 faint circles like that. Okay, next, I'm going to draw a swirl. So I'm going to show you here. I'm going to draw so for example, you have this faint circle there. I'm going to take a dot and I'm going to draw a swirl like that. Okay. And I'm going to do this for all the other circle as well. Okay, so it's going to look something like that. Now next, what I'm going to do is, so when you have this swirl, I'm going to draw, okay, sorry, I hope you can see. So when I'm drawing this swirl, I'm going to draw some dots. So you hold your Mehndi cone and you squeeze some henna for 1 second. So you have big dot like that. And then you leave some space and then you hold your cone for 1 second and you got second dot. Leave some space. So this is what you're going to do with the swirls that we have drawn on the hand, okay? So squeeze henna, wait for a second. So you should have like nice big dots, evenly spread out like that. Okay. So this is how it's gonna look. Okay. Next, what we are going to do is we're going to draw a curved line, okay, and connect to one of the dots. So something like that. And with this one, we're going to draw a curve here. So just random, doesn't have to be one direction. So we're going to draw a curved line and connect it to the dot. Okay. So now you will have your flower looking like that. Now we are going to draw some random leaf. Okay, so I'll show you how to draw a leaf, but squeeze a lot of mehndi, and then like how you do a teardrop. So do like a pointy teardrop, but just give a direction. So maybe one going to the left, squeeze a lot of mehndi, and then this tail going towards right, squeeze a lot of mehndi, the tail going just on the front. So this is how we are going to draw leaf. So where you have this flower, just draw a tiny line like that, squeeze a lot of mehndi, and then give a direction like that. Okay, I'm going to draw another leaf. So small line, squeeze a lot of mehndi, and I'm give. So you can give any direction, doesn't has to be left or right, but we are going to give a leaf to all the flowers here. So I'll show you how I do it. And the leaves can be big or small, doesn't have to be same size. So I'm squeezing a lot of mehndi and pointing it up. And then I'm squeezing mehndi and making a short leaf here. I'm going to draw a small leaf there, squeeze mehndi, a leaf there. And I can see there's a lot of space around here. So I'm going to draw some leaves there as well. This going to the left, right. Okay. Now next, the faint line that we drew here, I'm going to draw 4 lines again. So this is 1, 2. Make sure line is straight and equal distance from each other. Is 3 and 4. I'm going to repeat the same thing again. I'm going to fill in a lot of mehndi between the 2 lines. I'm going to draw, I'm going to merge the center, all the center lines together like that. Great. Now we are going to draw our humps again. Nice and slow, equal size, and same length. Okay, so this is how it's going to look like. Now what we are going to do next is draw some vertical lines, okay? So 0.5 centimeter away from each other, we are going to draw vertical lines like this. Okay. So now we are going to, so with this vertical lines, we are going to draw some dots. So say we start with the middle line first and we squeeze and draw a dot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you can fit. Okay. But when you draw dot on your second line, then you have to draw between those two dots. So not in the same line, but between those two dots. So you will draw another dot here and here and here and here. Okay. And same way, when you draw on the other line, make sure you draw between those two dots. Okay. And we are going to fill our vertical line with dots like that. It's better to start with center line because, you know, when you look at your hand, this will be the first thing to be visible. So yeah, start with the center first. I can fit 4 dots. And 3 on the other side. Okay, great. Now, whenever you draw a circle design or a chakra design, first we need to find a center point. So the way to find is, you know where your thumb is, okay? And if you keep your cone in line with the thumb and draw like a line, okay? And then half of this line would be somewhere there. And this is the center where your chakra will be, okay? Now, when I'm going to draw, I want to draw a circle. If you struggle to do exact circle, you can use a pound coin, okay? Keep it in between and then obviously draw over it. So I want you all to draw a circle big enough to fit a pound coin. Okay? Like that. And this line should be very faint. That is my guideline to draw a circle. You can rub it off later. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this circle slightly thicker So I'm going over this circle again. And I'm going to draw another circle around it. Okay, like that. Now I'm going to draw very thin humps around the circle. It's okay to like change the angle of your hand. So I've done some humps here and I'm going to start here. That's fine because you can join it later again. So please do not try to do it at all one go because that will ruin the design. So I'm going to change my angle of my hand again. I'm going to merge it together like that. Okay. Now, next is I'm going to draw a bigger hump, big enough to fit in 3 of the small humps. And I'm going to do this all over the circle. You have to go nice and slow and make sure it's same size. Yeah, like that. Now I'm going to draw one more circle, just touching the border of this humps. Like that. And then you squeeze Mehndi and fill in the gaps that you can see. Okay, like that. Now we are going to make one more circle. Just leave little bit gap and draw one more circle around it. Like that. Now we are going to again draw small humps. Very thin and very small as you can draw. So it should look something like that. Okay. Next, you know where we took, now we are going to this center of the circle. So you know where you have the center point, draw a swirl and then dots as we did when we drew this flower. So we're going to draw this flower again. So our design matches. Okay. Now I'm going to do the curve again and join it to one of the dots. And I'm going to draw 2 leaves. So 1 and 2. Okay. So next is, I'm going to take very tiny mehndi, just like a dot, and I'm going to spread around here. So you know where this all white space is. So just take a tiny dot of mehndi and spread around on the borders where you can see the white space. So you know when you get the mehndi color, is going to give you like a nice light orangey going to a dark orange. It looks very nice. It looks like a faded effect. Okay. Now we are going to draw dots again all over the circle, big enough to hold for 2 seconds. So squeeze a lot of mehndi for 2 seconds and then you get big dots like that. Okay, now we're going to draw fingers. So first I'm going to start with this finger. So what I'm doing is, I want my finger to be filled this much. I don't want to go that big because then I need some space between the chakra and the fingers. So I'm going to draw finger up to there. So measure how far you want to go with your finger and then leave small space and then draw 4 lines. So I want my mehndi up to there, but I will have some other design over here. So I'm going to start my line, leaving 1 finger space gap, and I'm going to draw 4 lines. 1, always draw 4 lines and merge the middle 2 lines with mehndi. So I have drawn 4 lines. And I'm going to squeeze my mehndi and merge the middle 2 lines. Now I'm going to draw the humps, the tiny ones.
and a bigger hums. Okay. I'm going to draw one more line and squeeze the mehndi and fill in the gap. Like that. Now with this part of your hand, either you can squeeze and fill the whole part with mehndi, and if you don't like a lot of mehndi over there around the nails, then you can continue drawing, like draw a line first and then just draw small tiny hums and fill in the design. Next, you know, I said I've left some space. I'm going to draw this swirl again, and I'm going to draw dots and I'm going to draw a line. So we're repeating the same thing that we did earlier, and I'm going to draw two leaves like that. So I'm going to show you next finger. Draw 4 lines. Squeeze mehndi. Fill the middle 2 lines. Draw tiny hums. And bigger hums. Then I'm drawing a line, filling all the white part. Drawing another line. And I'm going to draw hums as far as I can draw. So here I can do 3 times, but that's fine. I'm going to draw hums 3 times. And you draw a swirl. And then dots around it. And then a line and 2 leaves. Okay, great. So the other style that you can do with this design is draw 2 lines, okay, and leave some space and draw vertical lines. I can fit only 3 in this finger, and then draw dots. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2. So we draw dots like that. Okay. Now I'm going to draw another line, and I'm going to draw humps. As many as I can fill until I reach the finger. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to draw another line here. Draw small humps again here. So because I've drawn 2 humps here, I'm going to draw 2 humps there. Okay. And just going to draw 3 leaves to finish this finger. So 1, and then you draw like 3 lines. The center line should be little bit higher, so the leaf, it has space for the leaf. So this is 2 and this is 3. Different direction, doesn't need to be. Okay. I'm going to draw same finger, repeat the same finger on this hand. So draw vertical lines, 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to draw humps 2 times over here. And then when I'm drawing leaf, I'm going to draw 3 lines. So 1, the second one little bit higher, and the third one lower. And then I'm going to squeeze a lot of mehndi and point a tail. Okay, like that. Okay, so now we have thumb. I'm going to draw a very different design to those two. So then you can draw whatever you like. So what we are going to do is draw 2 lines like that. And we are going to draw a zigzag line. So let me show you on the paper. So you're going to draw a zigzag line like that, parallel to each other. Okay, and then also cross line drawn the cross, so you get little square, tiny squares like that. Okay, but don't draw straight line, just draw some zigzag line. Okay, so it's looking like that, and you can leave this empty, or you can put small dots. It's up to you. I'm going to leave it empty, and then I'm going to draw humps on the top line and the bottom line. I'm drawing 2 line of humps. Sit put together. Now I've got some glitter here, so I'm going to just decorate the design with some glitter. Like that. So this is the final design. So you have a bracelet and a chakra design with all different fingers. You can make your fingers all same, or you can, we did 3 different style of fingers, so you can do different on each hand. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. I hope you had enjoyable time. And thank you, Fareen and AKYSB for organizing this. And yeah, thank you, Yali Madad. Have a pleasant evening.